Notwithstanding the diplomatic role that the Nigerian Navy or the Nigerian Armed Forces is trying to play, but more specifically the Nigerian Navy in trying to bridge the gap between the community and the Nigerian Navy, most of the times what triggers problem in these communities are not politically unconnected, between the federal government and state government, or the federal government and regional and the regions or some countries. Yes. So when that political when the political demand of such region is not being met by the federal government, it's going to bring friction among both parties. And when it does, there will be agitation at the community level, and the Nigerian Navy will be or the Nigerian military will have to be the first to respond. Now, notwithstanding their good intentions of diplomacy and all of that, they could still get an aggressive response from the community. How do you think they can extricate themselves from that kind of trouble?
The fact is, still what I said earlier, and I'm going to say now, if everything is going on well in this country, nobody will want to go in, nobody will look for problem. For example, you have a job here. Can Boko Haram come and meet you, that come and join us? You look at them, are you okay? Barrister,
let me bring this. There's one other time the Niger Delta said they were going to leave, and there was this agitation here and there. The vice president paid a visit to that place, and we heard that some promises were made. Now, when I say politically, these promises that have been made by this administration, most of the people and the critics from that region says they don't see these promises being fulfilled.
And that's is still yet to be fulfilled.
And that's part of the reason that's fueling the agitation at the community level.
Same thing goes to ASU. ASU is already doing a warm-up for another strike.
You see?
Why are they waiting until ASU goes on, resume their strike, their suspended strike? They even said something that there will be a particular time that they will not be able to control their members, meaning that some lecturers will just wake up one day, maybe a particular school or a particular department, I beg, I can't kill myself, in quotes. Because at that point, even if ASU says, go back to where you are coming, go back to your desk, please, you are not the one feeding me. I have not paid my school fees, my children's school fees, house rent, and so on and so forth. They've not eaten and so. You understand what I'm saying? So the government should be responsible. Somebody was telling me recently that he finds it difficult to pay tax. I said, why?
Not that he can't, he's not doesn't have the capacity.
He said that his tax, the tax is supposed to give government, goes to changing his shock absorber, buying generator, doing this and doing that. Is he lying? Is he lying? Wait, that we are robbing us. You will pay tax, you will change your shock absorber, you will buy fuel, you buy this, you buy that, everything is expensive, and you will still pay tax. Then what are they using the tax for? They're squandering it. So the fact is that if they promise in Niger Delta that they're going to clean it up, have they started cleaning it up? Okay, let's assume they've not started. Have they awarded it to a particular company? Have those people gone on site? Have they started bringing in equipment? When you want to construct a road, I'm awarding road contracts today. Of course, it will not start today. Within a few days and a week, you will start seeing some people taking some measurements. They'll be measuring the road coming. They'll be doing maybe soil tests and the likes like that. You will know that something is about to happen here. Nothing is happening in that area. Nothing.
Okay.